Okay, today is December the 10th, 2015. We're watching the water vapor loop for the Northeast Pacific, and we can see this huge hurricane force storm moving its way right towards Oregon and Washington, right into the border of those two states. The other thing, what's happening today, is that we have a transmitter, a HAARP transmitter, right here stationary for the last 2 days, right there on top of the jet stream flow, and that is cutting off the moisture field that would be running right into California. Let's go ahead and look at the jet stream map right now, and we will see some interesting things. Right now, California is set up very, very favorably for rain, and that is because of the jet stream. The entire state is right under the jet stream. We have the flow moving right over the entire state. All right, so we had a little bit of rain tonight, starting around 6:30, 7 o'clock, around 7 o'clock. And it stopped about, I'd say 45 minutes ago. Right now it's still about 10 after 9. The rain stopped. It was probably not barely measurable, maybe a few hundredths of an inch. And now we have, I don't know if there's something wrong with my humidity meter, but it's reading 20. Right now the humidity outside is reading 27%. And I just saw a very light gust of wind, a dry wind. Very strange. I'll have to check my meter, but it was reading 27%. And the barometric pressure is 29.93, so that's dropped quite a bit because of this approaching low pressure down into the area. And the dew point is 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And the temperature outside right now is 58 degrees. So let's go look at some of these other maps. Here is the rainbow infrared map, and we can see the effect that HAARP transmitter is having on the jet stream flow right here. It's completely sponging up all of the moisture that would normally be flowing right down here and right straight into California on that jet stream. All right, so we have now here's the western U.S. water vapor loop. We have a perfect chance, a perfect opportunity to get rain into California, and this is what we see. This is just another example of weather manipulation. We have chemtrails all over the skies today, very, very heavy chemtrailing all day. We'll take a look at the MODIS today map here in just a second. But everybody, all the new subscribers out there, this is what I've been showing for many months is when there's an opportunity for rain, such as this hurricane force storm right here. We have a jet stream flow that's moving right over California. We've got the moisture here. Everything is just perfect, ideal conditions. We have a man-made situation right here. We have a HAARP transmitter right here. This has been stationed right here. You can watch the video yesterday for December the 9th and see the same feature. And today the jet stream has dropped down even further so that the entire state is under that flow, and yet we have this problem here, which is man-made. And let's go take a look at this is the infrared loop, and we can see that as this moisture field runs right into this dry air field, we have very little moisture in this area. And then we have some moisture coming out on the other side, moving into California. Now, I do have a contact up in near Placerville and Lake Tahoe, and it is pouring up in Placerville today, near that area. Also, it's snowing in Lake Tahoe, so that's good stuff. And if it's snowing in Tahoe, that means it's probably snowing all along the Sierra up in that area at 8,000 feet, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 feet. Okay, let's look at some of these other maps. We have this is the Southern California map, southeast. We can see this is the water vapor loop. We can see some bands of rain moving through the Southern California area. There's a lot of chemtrails, though, in this mix. Here's the IR loop showing some of the intensity of that rain. The rain was very, very light. I had to put my wipers on driving on the freeway, but just a light rain, nothing impressive. Okay, let's look at the, this is the surface analysis map, and we can see the storm right here, 970 millibar. This is the one that's delivering rain to Washington and Oregon, and we have this cold front that's moving right over the down into the Southern California area. We have high pressure station. This high pressure is suddenly ballooned into something very large overnight. If you remember the yesterday's video, we had a elongated area of sort of a flat area of high pressure out here. Well, it's changed shape now. We have a ramp here. We have a big sort of an isosceles triangle shape area of high pressure here, and that is going to have an effect on this approaching cold front here, which this gale, this was a storm yesterday, but now it's been redefined as a gale. This is supposed to move towards the west coast, but this is how this high pressure is shaped up today. So this is much larger than it was yesterday, and that will have an effect on things happening out here and their ability to move in towards the west coast. Now this low is forecast to move down into Oregon, according to what they're saying on the news, and this map here is showing that. So we'll have to watch and see what happens next. But so far, it's not very impressive for Southern California, especially with these chemtrails. The air was so bad today, it reminded me of the 70s and the 60s when we were growing up. The terrible smog and visibility problems with that the smog brought with it. Some days you couldn't even see the mountains from 3 or 4 blocks away. All right, here's the 500 millibar map. We can see that storm system right up here, and we have some squiggly lines along the isobars here, and that indicates different areas of low and high pressure. The peaks are highs, and these little trough things, these little dips are lows. So we have a lot of that all through here, and this whole thing is supposed to move onshore. But again, we have that HAARP transmitter right here that is cutting off that really nice moisture field that's got the rain in it. So one way or another, they're cutting off the rain to California, and we're seeing that and trying to share that with everybody. Here is the 300 millibar, pretty much the same picture. We have a nice clean shot here. This flow is moving right into California, except for the fact that they've got this transmitter, and that's cutting off that's drying everything out. We still have the airflow, but there's no moisture in it. That's the difference. Okay. Next, we have the MODIS today, and MODIS today is showing a lot of chemtrails. We have this is Los Angeles right here. We have a band of this is real clouds. The white, the very white stuff is the real clouds. Okay, and this stuff here, this off-white, dirty white, sort of beige crap, is the chemtrail mix. So anybody that tries to tell you that these are wispy, cirrus clouds, they're full of crap, and don't believe them, because this came out of a jet, all this stuff, and this is what they were spraying over the top of all the clouds today. I saw this early this morning. They were doing it all day. Let's take a look up north here and see what, and we can see streaks going all through here. Also offshore, if we look offshore, we can see some streaks right over here, along here. There's a couple of really long streaks right there. All right, so the spraying was very heavy today. This is the 9th straight day of heavy chemtrail spraying in the Los Angeles area. And today is the first day that we've had just a few teaspoons of rain. And that was probably an accident. So it will be interesting to see what's in store for tomorrow, because the forecast is for more rain tomorrow. All right, now here is the geostationary image browser. This is the SSEC, and you can look this up. This is easy to find on any search engine. This also shows a pretty good view of the chemtrails going on out over the ocean. Okay, and we can see that this area right in here is pretty heavy with chemtrails right down in here. Okay, let's go back to the big map again and take a look at what's going on. There's some interesting features. We have something right here trying to spin up. This is not showing up on the National Hurricane Center, but very shortly they will be dealing with this right here. This is a low pressure system trying to spin, and we have some thunderstorm activity right down here in these warm waters off of Mexico. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. This could very easily spin into a hurricane if they don't put some heat on that. So it'll be just a matter of probably one day before they hit this and squash this thing out with high pressure right on top of it. All right, so that's pretty much the summary for tonight. And we will do another update tomorrow. Okay, that's it.